What's up, everyone? My name is Ryan from Nefarious Comics. I'm alongside my co-host, as always, the queen of comics herself, the one and only nerdy girl. How are you, Danielle?
Hey, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute or two, you know what I mean? I feel like it's been forever since we filmed one of these What's Trending segments.
Ryan's out of sorts because I let us go too long without dropping a video.
Well, that's right. But guys, listen, I think I'm going to segue right into this. I think I know why. And that largely has to do with the post that you dropped on your Instagram yesterday. So Danielle, why don't you share with us what's going on?
So I have been kind of just taking on a lot of projects. One of the most recent ones was going out to Golden to record some content in their studio for their upcoming pop culture auction that's actually ending next Thursday. The preview's up. Well, the bidding is live. It's not even a preview. The bidding is live. It ends next Thursday at 10 o'clock p.m. So I got to go in their studio and it was really cool.
Man, that's so cool. So Danielle, listen, like I know you're in Florida. They're down in Philadelphia. Like you just happened to be in Philadelphia and wound up at their studios. Like, how did this go down?
Well, I mean, yeah, after I jumped on a flight. So Golden and I have a prior relationship. I have some games with them on consignment, and that's kind of how we met each other. And they're like, hey, you want to come out and do some stuff for comic books? And I'm like, yeah, of course I do. So I think we've made some magic happen here.
Well, I know you've made some magic happen because I saw, you and I talked, Danielle. So you kind of shared with me what was going on. I was like, man, that is so cool. Because, guys, Danielle and I kind of became friends because we both love auction houses. We both love like bidding on books and whatnot. And we'd message each other when we first met each other. I'm like, hey, did you see what this like wound up at? She's like, yes. Did you see this? I bought this. I bought that. And then we'd kind of like collude so we wouldn't get in each other's way at the auction house and stuff like that.
Careful with that word, Ryan.
I don't know. We'd make friendly arrangements to not bid on the same lots so we wouldn't be competing.
We did not want to bid each other up.
Yeah, there you go. Not want to bid each other up. All in good fun, though. You know what I mean? And Danielle, I don't think there's anyone better to be talking about books, especially like, so what was the book you were holding? And I'll go right into that.
So first book up was Superman 1. It is a stunning 3-0. So that was cool. Then I got to kind of play with a Turtles 198 first print. No big deal.
Oh, Danielle, long gone are the days when that's like within reach. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh. So of all of the books I've owned, and I've owned a lot of different keys over the years, I have never owned a Turtles one.
Well, listen, back in you know what? Neither have I, but it's always kind of been something neat. You know what I mean? Like back maybe, I don't know, 5-10 years ago, I was kind of looking for books. I was like, what would be like an iconic book of each age? You know what I mean? Obviously, Golden Age out of the question. We got Silver Age would be like, I would say Amazing Fantasy 15, Bronze Age. Yeah, Hulk 181.
Giant Size X-Men. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then the Copper Age, you had, or the 80s, modern, whatever you want to call it. You'd have Turtles 1. Now, I remember, Danielle, and I'm sounding like an old fogey. Like, I remember when that book could be had for about $30,000 to $35,000 in the 90s. You remember those days?
Oh, yeah. I mean, like 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Okay, 2 or 3 years ago.
Escalated quickly.
No kidding. It just, you need a couple sales and then just things start snowballing. And you know what, Danielle? I've been noticing that's kind of been happening with the Ultimate Fallout 1 in 25 variant, the 9.8.
Yeah, that's like going nutty.
It is going nutty because I remember even last year about this time, it was the Comic Link spring auction of 2021. GPA had that book at like 14.4. I remember I wanted to get one. So I'm like, you know what? It's coming down to the wire. Shotgun finish at Comic Link. I bid $20,000. I was like almost 50% or over double GPA. Almost.
Oh
I was outbid. I didn't get it. I thought for sure I'd have it. I know. What are you going to do? You know what I mean?
I know.
But that's an exciting book. And
that auction life.
That auction life for sure. But Danielle, and it's really cool, guys, because there's studio that you were shooting in. Like, Lord, heaven help us. Tell us about that.
Oh, man. So I've never been in like a studio to record in before. We know my setup. I use my Mac and I have like my ring light when I stream on like Whatnot and Instagram. And then here I have like a little light that like faces the camera on my computer. So they had like 3 different camera areas, lighting galore, just so insane.
Man, well, listen, and Danielle, and you know this too, because guys, before we hit record, and especially when we have guests on in the backstage room, I always ask our guests, I'm like, do you
Always.
script? Do
So
you script?
true.
What do
It's
you
so
shoot
true.
on? What kind of mic do you
Yes.
use? You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of cool people, like Comic Tom, like Reggie Collects, like a lot of these guys that have been on filming with us, and they're putting out dynamite content.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to, learn from the best there is. You know what I mean? And to see that, Danielle, there's a really cool picture from like behind the camera of what you were filming on over in Golden, and it looked
Yeah.
so amazing. And the
Oh my
content,
God. State of
you,
the art. And, I have to say, I have to give it to Golden's content team. Like, I do not think any auction house out there can even come close to touching the content they put out. They're very crafty, just creative. And yeah, hats off. It was really a privilege working with them.
well, Danielle, congratulations. You deserve it. And as I say, I don't think there's anyone better to talk about, you know
Thank
what I
you.
mean, auctions and auction houses. Like, listen, you're in the trenches. You know what I mean? You know what it's
That's
like.
my life.
Exactly. You know what it's like
Yeah.
listing books, waiting for them to finish or going after a book and
Oh
like
my
every day
gosh.
checking to see what the bids are at and then calling your friends to see what do you think this is going to finish at? What should I pay? Blah, blah, blah. You know?
Yes, it's like a vicious cycle that
It
sometimes I'm like,
is.
I need a break from this cycle. It feels like they are never ending sometimes.
Well, listen, I love and hate the auction life,
Yeah,
because it's exciting. You get all excited when you see this book. You're like, oh my gosh, I have to have that.
I have
You
to
know,
have this. And then it's like,
yeah.
oh shit,
And then
not
what
gonna
do you
get
finish
it.
at? The stress if you win or you don't win. I remember Danielle. There was times I was talking to you not too long ago. Like I was way over on GPA. It was like a Stanley sign, Fantastic Four 4,
Yeah,
and I lost it by $100 by one bid increment. I was like, I'm on
yeah.
tilt. I'm buying everything, and you're like, step away, step away.
Like step away from the computer.
Oh yeah, no kidding, man. Next thing you know, I wind up with all these books I don't want or need. I'm like, what am I doing? Just to fill that void in my heart. But guys, so it was also a really exciting week as well. Not only was Danielle over in Golden killing it on the content creation game over there, the Super Bowl took place, and guys, don't hate on me. I'm not a big football fan. However, what I am a fan of are all the cool like movie previews and trailers, etc. So
You
we got
watch the commercials. Like, do you enjoy the commercials too?
well. Listen, that, how do I answer this? We're in Canada. We don't get the commercials, like because we have the Canadian feed down here. We get some of the commercials. If I want to see the
Oh,
commercials, I got to go on YouTube and be like, what are the best Super Bowl commercials? They're kind of on there.
oh.
I
So,
know.
but you get the Marvel previews though.
Yeah, so we got the Marvel previews, but thankfully, living in the future as we are right now, in the year 2022,
Yeah.
everything's online, man. So I got the alert. I was checking out from Key Collector. I got the alert. Doctor
Oh my
Strange trailers
God.
live. Yes, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is huge.
That's
Because
awesome. Oh,
Dan,
and it was epic.
yeah. So Danielle, what do you think? I'm gonna ask you right now. What do you think is better, the Spider-Man trailer that dropped, or the Doctor Strange trailer? You know what I mean? With the
Doctor Strange.
anticipation. You think Doctor Strange is better than the
Oh, I'm
Spider-Man
so
trailer?
excited for Doctor Strange. I was already so pumped for Strange 2 after seeing his role in Spider-Man. But now we got to see him in Spider-Man do his thing. And now that trailer, like theater's getting booked. Ryan already told me, book your theater. Like it's going down. I did not even see the trailer when you sent that to me. After you sent that, I went and Googled it right away. And I was like, holy shit, this looks insane.
It is. So who do you think is going to show up, Danielle? Who do you think is going to be coming down the pipeline, the Doctor Strange trailer, that is not like widely known?
Ooh,
Do you think
I
we're going to
don't
get Clea? I'll lead this off. Do you think we're
Yeah.
going to get Clea? And
Yes.
Charlize Theron's going to be playing Clea?
Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Do you think we're going to get Tom Cruise Iron Man?
I hope not.
because we
I
were talking,
really
and
hope not.
you're
I
Danielle. Come on.
know. Ryan's been saying this to me for like 3 months, and every time he tells me, I'm like, I really hope that's not true.
No, guys, Danielle's just being modest. She's like, I cannot wait for
I
Tom
would never
Cruise.
say that.
I almost said Tom Hanks. Imagine Tom Hanks comes flying across the screen with his
Oh
Iron Man
God,
suit on.
I don't know. I think I would rather take Tom Hanks over Tom Cruise.
Okay, listen,
He's
you know
so
what?
small. How's he gonna be? I mean, I guess he's like a little like playboy, but this isn't risky business anymore. He's like a grown ass man now.
Yeah,
You know who I would do if I had to do like a younger, but I would think they would want to go younger because that's the phase that Marvel's been going. And I would choose Zac Efron.
whoa, that would
That's
probably
actually, I think that's a really good choice.
that would resonate, man. Zac
Yeah.
Efron's popular these days. Wow,
Yeah.
you know what, Daniel? I never computed that or thought about that.
I never told Ryan that.
Nah, you can say it. Good for you, man. Out of left field, Zac Efron. You know what I mean? Straight out of the movie "We Are Your Friends." You ever see that movie, Danielle?
What is it?
"We Are Your Friends." I'm going on a tangent. It's about it's a
No.
movie. Zac Efron's in it. Okay, well, listen. What do you think about the Illuminati? You think we're gonna get those guys?
Ah, yes, I hope so because I think it like lets us like open the next door.
Oh, that would be so cool. Because you know what, Patrick Stewart in anything is just really good. He's a cool actor.
Yeah.
Everyone loves him. Perfect Charles Xavier, like older Charles
Yeah.
Xavier. Okay, next question on the Illuminati. Who do you think? What members of the Illuminati do you think we will
Oh.
see?
Oh man.
I got you hung up there. Do you think we're going to see Reed Richards from like the Fox universe?
I feel like they have to start bringing over the Fox universe, right? Because that's like the whole big play here is for Marvel to take Fantastic Four and X-Men to the next level,
Yeah,
right?
but I think they're all going to be recast. I think we're going to get like little snippets.
I don't I think that we'll get a couple of the OG characters,
Yep.
and then I think we'll get a lot of recasting. I think they're probably going to move into like the new versions. I hope Wolverine, I mean, obviously, I would love for Hugh to come back, but I would love if they go X-23.
Well, listen, I think we're going to be playing with the notion of variants some more. So I think we're going to see all the old ones.
Yeah.
They're just going to be like little cameos. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they won't be in the main universe. They're going
Yeah.
to be like auxiliary characters. I personally think everything is going to be leading towards like Secret Wars, and not the 1984 Secret Wars, but like the 2015 Secret Wars, where like,
Ooh.
and
Yeah.
I think that could be like a conduit for Doom to come in and kind
When
of
they had
solve
all
everything.
those bajillion crossovers, you had to buy like 50 books every
Yeah.
week just to read that week's stories. That would actually be epic.
Yeah,
and
you
would
know,
make sense.
yes, because what was happening in the Avengers back in the days, there was incursions, the multiverse was collapsing on itself, and then you know what I mean. Everything kind of like fused into one universe, and that's how you got
Yeah.
Miles in our universe in the comics. Anyways, I call it our universe, but like the main Marvel 616 universe. You know what I mean? And then as well in the comics, Doom has had a long going feud with Kang. Those guys do not like each other. I'm a Team Doom all the way, but you know that's down the road. I think.
Oh, I know you're waiting for Doom to come. I mean, if you know Ryan, you know that's his jammy jam.
Oh, Doom's awesome, man. I love Doom. He's crafty, he's clever. The real story of most of the books he appears in, if you ask me, but that's a whole other episode, guys. And so Danielle, if you would give some recommendations to our viewers about books to maybe keep on your radar.
Man, don't have me. Oh man, I think. Oh, I hate doing these.
Yeah, okay.
Strange Tales 110, obviously. I think we're going to see that book explode. I mean, it's already moving up. But I think that Strange Tales 110 has always been an undervalued book because we don't get them on the cover.
Yeah, well, we do get on the cover as Pace Pot Pete, and he's directly responsible for the low resale value of that book. Not to say that book is not a very important book, which it is. Leading into another book that's really been getting hot lately, Danielle. You know the one I'm talking about, Strange Tales 169?
Yeah, 169. I mean, that's such a great cover too.
Oh, that's one of the best covers. If only that was the cover of the Strange Tales 110. Can you imagine what that book would be worth today?
Probably 5 times.
Probably 5 times. Okay, well, listen, I'm going to go back a little bit. You think we're going to get Brother Voodoo in this movie?
I would love that. I think we'll get Kalia.
Yeah.
I think we'll get Dormammu. I think Brother Voodoo would be really badass. Like, I would love it if we got him.
Yeah, that would be pretty sweet. Well, either way, it's whenever you're dealing with like time travel or multiverse stuff, it opens the door just like in Spider-Man No Way Home, to so many different possibilities of different like characters, different cameos, all sorts of different fun things that could like really come into play. Now, Danielle, it looks like they're going to be importing some of the characters from like the What If cartoon series in, like, you know what I mean? We saw like some Marvel Zombies maybe coming into play there, which by the
Did
way,
you think there were zombies? Someone else said zombies, but then it was like, that would
yeah,
be kind of
it
weird.
shows like zombie Wanda and stuff like that. There's also like images,
Yeah.
people talking
I'm
about,
really excited for Wanda.
yeah, for Wanda, yeah, she's gonna go
She's
off.
gonna have a big role in this movie.
Yeah, you think it's gonna be good Wanda or bad Wanda, or you think we're gonna have variants of her?
I think we're gonna have variants.
Hmm. Yeah, that's something that can kind of keep everyone back and like redeem them. Like, oh, that was just a
Yeah.
variant. I
Yeah.
wish I had that same luxury in my life. Oh, that was
Wouldn't
variant
that be
Ryan
nice?
running around. You know what I mean?
That wasn't me.
Yeah, no
That was
kidding.
my
That was variant Danielle. You know what I mean? Dropping packing peanuts down the street. But anyway, if you know, you know, guys.
If you know, you know. There's only a few.
Yeah, that's exciting. So Danielle, what's been going on in the world of comic reselling these days? A lot of exciting, a lot of big sales taking place.
Ooh,
We were
sheesh,
talking about one
that AF-1525 at what, 55K? Holy
$55,000.
moly,
Now
that is
with
a monster sale.
yeah, so just coming off of the huge success of No Way Home, people are now the trailers drop for Doctor Strange. Do you see the Amazing Spider-Man books, the whole Spider-Man books, kind of taking a bit of a dip right now in favor of Doctor Strange? Some other books coming up?
Um, I think maybe 10%, but I don't think they get like a big dip, especially like the big villains, because I think that if anything, those books were undervalued before the movie. It brought awareness to them,
Yeah.
and now they're worth what they should be worth. So maybe we'll see like a 10% dip, but how do you go wrong on first villain appearances?
Well, listen, I love, love, love first villain appearances. I've just always kind of been drawn
Yeah.
to them. I think they're really neat, and it kind of, it shows, especially those enduring villains that have been around forever, like the
Right.
Black.
And you know that they're not done.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exciting, Danielle. Anything else coming across your radar this week?
Did I say anything else? I
Did you?
know that there was a Spidey one, but I can't find it. I can't remember what it was, but I feel like I saw a high Spidey one sale, like maybe a 2.0 or another 2.0 or a 2.5 at like 13K or some high number, which I think is a strong price.
Yeah, you know what? It's kind of been the Wild West out there for a lot
Yeah.
of these books lately, in the sense that you can look at GPA to see what a copy has sold for, but again, yesterday's prices are not today's prices,
Yeah.
and with these books being in such high demand, you never know who's literally at the keyboard at a time when an auction's finishing, which can
Yeah.
result in like lower grades finishing higher than higher grades,
Well,
especially
that
in
makes sense too, just because your buyer pool, especially if you go like on a like cost per point on a book, like if it's a 2.5 and it's 10,000 a half point, then we're talking what? Well, I think I did that math wrong, but like 25,000, say.
yeah.
Um,
Well, what's interesting too, Danielle, is you'll notice a lot of price compression between like grades, 2 to 4.5
I
almost.
know.
And again, and as soon as you get past like a 4.5, 5.5, that's when things really start opening up. But you'll see
Yeah.
price, like auction finish prices, very close for a lot of these like bigger Silver Age books. Which to me, it just makes me think, who's at the keyboard at any given time? You know what I mean? Like all bets are off.
Well, don't forget you can put in snipes too. There's like different sniping websites.
Yeah,
Auction Stealer is who I use.
auction stealer. Oh my goodness. The pro tips of the trade over here.
Pro
I didn't
tips,
even
you don't know about that, where you can put your bid in ahead of time for like eBay,
listen.
and you can put like, this is my max. This is when I want it to go in, and like this number of seconds, and it just remembers your bid for you.
Oh, really? And then it just
Yeah, and
fires
then
in.
it bids for you. Yeah.
So now we got to up the ante a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So GP
Because
analysis, adjust the sales. I have no affiliations to either of these companies.
oh, there you go. Well, Danielle, what do you got coming up? Where can people find you this weekend?
Ooh, let's see. I am on Whatnot. I was trying to look around on my desk before to see if I could find one of the covers, but I will be on Whatnot Saturday night and at 6 o'clock with our first ever Whatnot Wednesday exclusive. It is a Something is Killing the Children homage by Javon Jordan. I think he's going to end up being a really, really big deal as he goes on his career. He's creating really dope covers, a lot of hip hop homages. Obviously, this is the Something is Killing the Children one. It's Something is Killing the People, Salve #1. They're exclusively being sold on Whatnot this weekend only. They are gone after Saturday night.
Yeah, I was catching in some of the streams that you guys were putting up on Wednesday, and these things were flying. So, guys,
Yeah.
you know, don't sleep on those books.
Bookmark those sales. They're super limited print runs. The highest print run is 150. Where else can you find me? I'll have another video from Golden dropping next week, one of our other collabs we did. That's super exciting. I can't wait to see it because I don't see the finished product until you guys see the finished product.
Yeah.
Like, I did not know how the video was going to turn out. So for the Superman one.
Daniel, all I gotta know is we gotta get one of those studios in each of our places, so
No kidding.
we can start
Set up
filming.
all the cameras, all the craziness, hire the editing team. Let's go.
Well, no kidding. My neighbor's gonna walk by. It's gonna be like the Swedish Chef from the Muppets, where you see like explosions coming out, you know, flour going down the hall. I don't know why there'd be flour involved. That's what's gonna happen.
Comic book pages, comic book
pages. My eyebrows burnt off.
bubble wrap.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say. You know what I mean? We had technical difficulties today hooking up the microphone, and I think the ring light's smoking right now. I don't know how that's possible either, but oh man, guys, listen, this was a quick episode today. We just wanted to jump on, touch base with you guys, give you guys a bit of an update as to what's going on in the world with us. Anyways, we appreciate guys. Like, subscribe. We'll see you guys around next time. Thank you so much.
Peace out, guys.